Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Medieval Dynasty with Kempaz. We're on episode number 6, and we've decided that today's probably going to be a day that we are going to have to visit the mines because we're running out of copper and stuff, right?
Yeah. I don't know if you want to wait until the last day of the season and then it'll teleport we're back.
Well, that's up to you. I'm standing by the beetroot field right now, and then I can collect it if you want me to start collecting it.
Yeah, you can start harvesting. Give them a hand harvesting. I'll come over and join you. Just I know that it's the way I normally do it. I normally get everything towards the end of the season. Because then you don't have to walk all the way back.
Oh, because the game automatically teleports you back.
Because it's not exactly on the doorstep.
Well, do you think that will be at the end of the season though, after 2 hours? Because I have a doctor's appointment today, so I definitely have to leave at noon.
We should be because we normally go for a whole season, every episode. And I think we're normally just under 2 hours, aren't we?
Yeah, well, last we were like a minute less. I think it was like an hour and 59 minutes.
I mean, if it starts to become a time crunch, we might go in like a day early, and we'll just plus it'll give people a chance to turn up.
Yeah, I think today is isn't today Deanna's nail day?
No, that were
She had her hair day last week.
Yeah, it might be. It could possibly be.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Well, Shaman's here. Good morning.
Good morning, Shaman. Hey, I put that link in your Discord. You know, for over on our Discord. I know you're part of my Discord, and that link for the fruit chews that we were talking about last week, the sugar-free fruit chews.
Yeah. It sounds yummy.
Required a Sith. Oh, to get the poppy.
A sickle. You can make one of those with some stone and some, I think it's sticks or it might be a log, but there should actually be some in the resource storage.
I have a sickle.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, you made me one.
Oh, did I?
A copper one.
Yeah, well, that one will last longer. Yeah. A new level in farming. Ooh.
Oh, wait a minute. It doesn't say I can collect it, though. Huh. So is it not ready to collect? Oh, it's letting me pick it up, though.
Yeah, you should be able to harvest it now. Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
There you go. You got it. Where am I putting my
point? Shaman wants to know why you're calling them turnips.
Turnips?
Yeah, because you said when the people turn up. Get it in chat.
Very funny. I'm a bit slow today.
Sure, no problem. Take your time. Already, you know, we're not even in the game 2 minutes, and already he's putting me to work. How are you doing today, Shaman? How are you feeling? How's your health? This is different. Shaman being the first one in here today, right?
Yeah. Normally I have to feel bad because she normally comes in right at the end.
I know, but now we don't have to worry about that. She's off of work, so it's just a matter of, well, I can't say getting out of bed because last week she was still in bed while she was on the stream, so at least she's awake.
At least she wasn't still in bed while the stream was going on. I can't say I've ever done that. That's never happened to me.
You know, I don't know how people do it. I don't know how people lay in bed with a laptop because I've tried it and it's backbreaking to me. I can't get comfortable in the bed enough to sit up straight. and hold a
My
laptop at
cousin
the
u-
same time.
My cousin used to do it, and it's so uncomfortable because
Right.
I tried once, but he mainly did it when he first moved into his new house because he had enough money for the house, just not enough money for the furniture. So he literally just had his bed. So whenever he was using the laptop, he used to have to, but it was one of those beds without like a headboard.
Yeah.
So he just had to like sit with his back up against the wall and like sitting in bed. And I was like, and then he used to use some funny positions. Like I went over to his once to drop some stuff off for him, and he was lying on his side in bed with the laptop next to him.
Oh, jeez. Well,
I
see,
was like, what are you doing?
we used to have a headboard, but Ricky don't like. He used to complain that the pillow would fall between the wall and the headboard, and he's like, "That's enough of this stuff," and he got rid of it. So our bed's up against the wall now with no headboard. I personally like a headboard, and I like one at the foot of the bed too. You know.
Yeah,
Oops.
I've got both.
I broke
The only
my.
problem is
stick.
I'm bigger than the bed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. I broke my thing. It broke. I mean, really?
Yeah, they break pretty quick.
But it was copper.
Yeah, even the stone ones are 10 times worse. But we should still actually. Are you over at resource?
I'm standing right here
Oh,
in
no,
the
you're
field because I was taking down the oats.
Yeah, take this one, and I'll just make another one later. Where is copper sickle drop? There you go.
Oh, there it is. Thank you.
Did you pick it up?
I tried to.
It's still on the ground.
I know.
Oh, there you go.
Now it let me get it. Okay.
All right. Okay. Let's drop some poop on these.
Kemp's playing with poop again, Shaman.
Yeah.
She says she just woke up, so she's even slower. Yeah, she's still struggling with her paperwork. Darn it. But she likes being off of work.
I don't know because I'm not 100% sure how the system works over there, but I'm pretty sure it's probably similar to over here. But I know that disability payments and things aren't just for people with physical disabilities, that people with mental disabilities as well. So I don't understand why they make the paperwork so complicated, considering some of the people that are filling them out are gonna have massive issues with it.
I think they do it on purpose. You know, similar to Social Security over here, you have to fight tooth and nail to get it, especially if you're going for a disability Social Security type of payment. They make you fill out like 6 to 8 pages of paperwork, and then they're just going to deny you the first time anyway, and then you have to reapply. You know what I mean? And they take 3 to 6 months to tell you that you're not eligible, but you can appeal it, and the way that you appeal it is obviously reapply, right? It's ridiculous. If you're going for some sort of disability over here, every sensible person will tell you, get a lawyer, get a security lawyer. It's the best way. So get your Social Security, because otherwise they'll just drag it out and drag it out and drag it out. Do I put this?
Do you get it back paid though?
Yes, you do. Yeah. But I mean, seriously, if you're waiting up to 3 years, right?
Yeah.
For this stuff, that's a hardship for someone to make a go of it.
It doesn't matter if you're going to get the money back. It's the fact of you've got to have that outlay
Right.
while you're waiting.
Right. The beetroot seeds and cabbage seeds and stuff like that, does it also go in the same place that we're putting the cabbage and carrots, or are we putting that in the barn?
Cabbage and seeds go in. Seeds go in resource storage, and the cabbage and beetroot and stuff, that all goes in food storage.
Okay, so the seeds go in the other one, the food goes in the food. Got it.
Yeah.
Girl's walking in a wall today. I don't know what's wrong with her.
Don't worry, I put it in the wrong place the other day, so I'm now gonna do like a check on them every so often to make sure I haven't put them other places. So if you put it in the wrong place, it'll get moved. So I did that the other day and then realized the rot needs to go in here.
Yeah, I'm not buffering at all. I'm watching my other screen too. It doesn't have a buffer going. Is it your system or my system? Because I had no problem putting things in the bucket here.
Sometimes when it does that, I find it's a good thing to check the video settings and maybe turn down the quality, maybe 1 notch or 2. So instead of being like 1080p, try 720 and so on and so on, and then it might help.
Hey, good morning, Frostbite. Welcome to the stream. How you doing today?
Oh, it says he magically, I like that, magically got his mom on Social Security first try. Well, it's not as simple over here. Like they make you jump through a lot of hoops over here.
Spelled that wrong, didn't I?
That can go in there. That roaster meat is 100%, so that can stay.
Oh, we have a troller.
Do we?
Apparently.
No, Shaman's going to try resetting the stream. Okay. Sometimes that works as well.
Frostbite, you don't have content? Really?
I think that was a response.
Trying to post stuff in my channel. Booby head. Alright, where were we? I don't know. They're suffering buffering issues, but I'm watching my system over there and I'm not having any issues. And I just put everything in the production box, in the resource box. Usually when I'm having lag, I can tell. Is there a way to repair this sickle before it actually breaks?
No. It breaks and then you've just got to make a new one.
Okay.
It's a bit strange like that.
All right.
It's the way they set up the game.
So let me check to see. I don't know how many logs and stuff like that we have. It seems like it's a never-ending issue. And we're constantly chopping wood. I thought having workers was supposed to help us with that fact.
We've got logs.
Yeah, but didn't you say we had to build more houses, or do we have enough now?
We might not have enough logs to build all the houses, but we do. They are actually the reason we've never got any in storage is because I keep using them to put in the houses.
Oh.
Because I've put up like a lot of houses. There's like
True. Deanna, yeah, Frostbite and Shaman are both on their phones, so.
Oh, if you're using your phone as well, yeah, you might want to lower your graphics, the video quality. That's the word.
Oh, hi, Deanna. You could come and chat with us if you want. I thought today was your nail day. I had my calendar mixed up, I guess. Unless you had your hair and your nails done last week. Oh, your door's messed up again. This game has a door bug in it.
Yeah. It sure do.
What the heck? That's weird. Look at how the door's hanging, guys. It's not even on the hinge part of the door. It's not even on the frame. It's like the hinges are in the middle of the door. That's kind of freaky. 2 weeks ago, it was my house that was doing it. Now it's your house. All right.
It's my turn.
So,
I'll put all this back in resource storage.
I mean,
And then they'll do it forward.
Is that? Oh, are we up to? Is that 12,000 money? That can't be it. Where do we make 12,000 money?
That's the fish trick for you.
Oh, because we started at 467 or something like that last episode. Daisy deadline. Yep. Okay, let's see the logs here. Yeah, we're getting low on copper for sure. Limestone we don't have much of either, and we can't turn all the houses into the little cute white looking things. We only have 30 logs. Okay. So what should we do today?
I'm just cooking up this fish. So we've done that. If you want, you could take the logs, planks, and stone that's in resource and go and put them in the closest houses.
Oh.
Still need them.
This one house is crooked. No nails today. Hair was on Friday, and some were doors. Make it a revolving door. I know, right?
I need to go make a copper sickle.
I guess you didn't hear me, did you?
What?
Well, I had to get out of the game. I was stuck.
Oh, no, I didn't hear you.
And when I asked you, can you hear me? You didn't say anything. So I was stuck, and apparently my voice wasn't rendering either.
Yeah, our internet probably just had a hiccup.
Serves me right for making the notion 2 weeks ago that I don't have internet problems anymore since I switched providers.
Yeah, this is why I never say things like that. I'll say whether my internet's good or bad at the time, but I won't comment on things like that. That's just tempting for you.
Y'all missed a good discussion before we started the stream. We was talking about Doberman puppies. Not Doberman puppies, Great Dane puppies.
Yeah.
You know, thanks to you, I've been thinking about getting one.
I would not. I don't recommend Great Danes to anybody unless they know what they're doing. And
well,
they've done that research first, because they're not easy.
Well, how are you going to know that you actually, would like one or not unless you have one? I mean,
I would have a look online first, do some research on the breeds, things like that, and then, if possible, have a word with someone who's got one and see if you can go and see what it's like and spend the day with them. Even if you have to, look for adverts for Great Dane puppies and then speak to the breeder and say, look, is it possible for us to come and spend a few hours?
Yeah.
Before you make a decision.
You can't have a Great Dane. You can't handle that level of energy, lady.
Hey, just because I kill a plant doesn't mean I kill a dog.
No, those dogs are so high energy.
Oh, are they?
They need long walks and lots of exercise. But when
they're young, they need a lot of attention.
You're used to your somber little dogs that just go out to go pee-pee and come back in.
That's another thing you've got to consider as well. How would your dogs cope with having not just a Great Dane, but a puppy?
Yeah.
In general, because your dogs are a bit older and settled, and they know the score now. They have their routine. They're settled. If they just want to spend the day sleeping on the sofa, they can do that. If you introduce a new puppy to the mix, oh, like,
Well, and
it,
those are as big as horses.
yeah.
They will sit on your lap on the couch and their feet will be on the floor.
I mean, put it this way: the puppy that you will actually pick up from the breeder will be bigger than a fully grown Jack Russell.
They're
So,
huge. I've been around
and
Great Danes. My in-laws had them. It's
yeah,
definitely not a good dog for you. I know you.
You're
You're
serious?
good with dogs. You're good with dogs and you love dogs, but I don't think that's the right dog for you.
you've also got to consider when I have to say any breed that you're thinking of getting, you've got to consider worst case scenario first. If you end up with a dog and it becomes unruly and it starts pulling on the lead when you're walking and it ends up with all these bad habits, are you able to deal with that even if it's really bad?
Mm.
With a Great Dane, most people aren't like I don't know
Strong
anybody
enough? Yeah, they're very
that
powerful.
are strong enough. The way I deal with it, because my dog will behave very well for me when I'm walking it, and very well for the kids when they walk them.
But you
But if my
trained it. You didn't give it
sister,
an inch.
yeah, but if my sister or my mom tries to walk him, he is a completely different animal, and he has to wear a head collar for them to walk him. You can't walk him off a normal neck collar. I would not trust them because if he decides he's doing something, you've got no options. Whereas with the head collar, if he decides he's going off somewhere and you've
He's
got
gonna
hold
rip
of
his
him
head
on a
off.
head collar, all that'll happen is his body will go forwards and he'll spin around 360 because his head's going to stay wherever you put it. So, but you've also got to consider the space. The main thing you've got to consider when looking at a big dog like a Great Dane is, do you have the space? And it's not necessarily, do I have a big living room?
No, it's
Because
gonna want to be where you are. You're in the
it will
office,
follow
it's gonna
you.
want to be there.
Yeah. It might not want to be in your lap 24/7, but it's going to want to be in the same room as you. So, do you have space for a bed for them
And
to?
they're drippy drinkers. They will drink and drip it across your entire floor.
Some are worse than others, but generally, I mean, I don't find it's too hard to deal with it.
I showed you that thing. You want to buy it? The dog dribble
Yeah.
dripper.
I've actually created my own now. I've put a towel on a chair next to his bowl, and he's started using it, so I'm happy. So, but there's a lot of things to consider, and I would always say to anybody out there, anybody who's watching this back in the future or anything,
Back in
before
the
you
future. Back
before
to the
you
future.
before you get any dog, any animal for that matter, make sure you do your research before you get it. Dogs aren't just for
God.
Christmas; they're for life.
So the one we just got, Doomie, the Bernedoodle, it's highly intelligent because it's Poodle and Bernese Mountain Dog. Those are both highly intelligent
Yeah.
dogs. The Bernese Mountain Dog is an in your space dog, and
Yeah.
she was very hard to train. Like you could not give her any kind of wiggle room because she was just too smart. And she's like, "You really want me to do that? Are you sure?"
Mhm.
And
You know,
poodles are renowned for being stubborn
exactly.
little buggers.
She's a great dog, and but it took a lot to train her, and we're still training her even now, because she's just that dog. But she also, like a Bernese Mountain Dog, needs to be where the people are, as
Yeah.
close to the people, leaning, touching, in your face, in your lap, because she thinks that she's yours. Little community. She needs. If you sit on the couch, she'll be right up there in your lap with her head on your shoulder, going, "Hi."
Are you still talking about Great Danes?
No,
This
I
is-
was
Oh.
talking about
About
I
her
said
dog.
my dog.
Because my little chihuahua won't have anything to do with it. If somebody tries to come up in my face or on my lap, yeah, he's like, that's my spot. Get the heck off of there. Hi, Mixire. Welcome to the stream. How you doing?
Yeah, well, your little guy, good luck getting a great big dog like mine out of your lap because you just go and blow
Once
it up.
they're there for the rest of the day.
Well, the other reason why I never got a large dog was because I always had we always lived in smaller apartments or a real small house. But now I bought this place, it's got a lot of running room inside the house as well as, an acre outside. So there's plenty of running space. But the tails, any dog that has a tail and turns around in my living room and swipes on my table and knocks off my beautiful decorations, yeah, that won't
That's
fly with
another
me.
thing with Danes. Their tails are like whip.
Yeah, see, that's
Oh,
A
yeah.
lot of
Oh, my
people
God.
forget it. A lot of people forget about the tail because the body is so in your
Oh
face
my
and
God, that
obtrusive.
tail leaves bruises.
Yeah, and it's just at the right height. Depending on how tall you are, it's anywhere between your knee and your waistline.
Your mid thigh.
Yeah, and
My dog
it hurts.
comes in 3 different sizes, so you could get a dog like mine, but get the small version. Then it would be more similar to the dogs that you have.
yeah.
That's another thing you've got to consider how your dogs would react to a big dog because your dogs are like smaller sized. So introducing a big dog to them can be intimidating.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you get a puppy, it's not going to start off the size of a horse. But it's the first thing I always say to anybody if they're looking at getting a dog, look at rehoming, look at a rescue center because they will do a lot of assessments with you. They will bring the dog to your house a lot of the time and they'll see how it fits. And that's your opportunity as well to spend the day looking after that dog and see what it's going to be like to live with. And if it turns out actually I've made a mistake, I'm not, my house isn't suitable, my yard isn't suitable, my lifestyle isn't suitable, that's the point where it's like, right, okay, and they'll take the dog back and they'll find somebody else who is suitable, but you've not had to. It's not like you're handing it back and you're taking it back to a shelter.
Yeah.
Whereas if you go out and buy a puppy, like once you've picked it up, you can't turn around and say, I want to bring it back.
Right.
Hey, I mean, most breeders will take them back and rehouse them. Most sensible and responsible breeders will if you've got issues and stuff. But it's not very nice. And the last thing anybody wants is to go out and get a new dog and then have to put it in a shelter.
Yeah, we've never done that. We've always found a new home for. There was only one dog we ever got rid of, and that was because it chewed the guitar cord while Ricky was sitting in the living room playing his guitar. The dog's between his feet. I mean, that dog chewed everything, shoes. I mean, it even ate its own poop. It was totally disgusting. I couldn't stand it, and we couldn't keep it caged because he'd find a way out. He'd always find his way up into my bedroom. It's like it was just it was a mix, but between a Shih Tzu and one of those little tiny dogs, I can't think of it, the little terrier kind of thing. Bark constantly, wouldn't shut the heck up. It's like, oh my God. And it was only like a couple months old. And I said, I can imagine what this thing's going to be like when it's bigger. And we lived in an apartment, so it was not the most, beneficial environment for it anyway. So one of my friends, his grandmother was looking for a dog, and they came to look at it. And I guess they were smitten because we taught the dog how to high five and all this other stuff. So she was impressed, and thank God when she took the dog away. But that's the only dog that we ever got rid of. Anything else, we've always kept our dogs. Had them 14 to 16 years. So yeah.
I mean, the main problem I find with people who end up with Great Danes is once you've had one, you'll want them forever, and one generally becomes not enough. Like, I think I'm the exception to the rule because I've gone 4 years with just one, but most people after getting a Great Dane end up with two by the time the first one's 2-year-old.
Yeah.
And they can be a handful. They can. And I mean, I would say you're probably an experienced dog owner. You've had several dogs. I would never, ever recommend, I wouldn't say no to anyone, but I would never recommend a first-time dog owner for a Great Dane ever. It's just an accident waiting to happen. Even if the person's only ever had Chihuahuas, I would still say, yeah, okay, Great Danes are okay. You're used to having dogs. But if you've never ever had a dog before, I would never recommend them as a first dog.
Hey Mixar, if you're going to bed, you should go over to our Discord and sign up real quick, because I don't think you're a member over there yet. Frostbite is, and Drunken is, but I don't think you are. Yeah, it was Shaman. It was a Yorkshire Terrier. Yeah, it was. I wanted a Yorkshire Terrier, but I couldn't find one, so we got a mix. And it's like, yeah, I think it was the Shih Tzu in the dog that was the bad part of the dog, because we had a little lady that lived next to us, and she wanted to give away her Shih Tzu, and she wanted to give it to a good family, so we took it in for a test case, because I wasn't really smitten over someone's previously owned dog, because, you know, they have their habits, and it was an adult dog and hard to break. So anyway, long story short, I took this thing for a ride in my car and left it in the car, and by the time I came back, my seats were all chewed up. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, you're going back to grandma. But yeah. Oh yeah, but to rip up a car seat that quick, that was just wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
I'm cutting trees because I ran out of logs.
Yeah, I was cutting some as well. Plus, we're gonna need logs and stones for making pickaxes for the mine.
Yeah, and I only have 10 stone on me. That's all that was in that box. So we're gonna have to mine for stone as well. I mean, what are our workers doing? I thought they were supposed to take the workload off of us.
The stone is being used to make tools for the workers. But the logs and the planks and stuff, that does build up. Even just after a day, you end up with about 40 of them. But I keep using them to put in houses. So
sounds like the Hooch. Yeah, I saw that movie, the Tom Hanks. I'm telling you.
Wasn't Hooch a mastiff of some sort?
I don't know. Was it?
I think, was he a bull mastiff or
I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen the movie. Maybe Frostbite can answer you there. But yeah, that dog was a menace too.
Yeah.
Turner and Hooch.
Yeah, Turner and Hooch.
Yeah.
He was a mastiff.
The drool on that thing.
Yeah, Frostbite said Hooch was a mastiff. Yeah.
Yeah. Danes don't tend to drool as much, but I would say that from my experience, the drool is somewhere in between a bulldog and a mastiff.
I was just gonna say, isn't there another dog that drools a heck of a lot more though? What is it, Saint Bernard's? Mastiff. Does a Saint Bernard drool? Yeah.
Yeah. Bernese mountain dogs can, but generally you've got to look at that lip. I would class something like a Chihuahua, a Labrador. They've got tight lips.
Right.
Their lips don't flap around. Things like a Mastiff, a Saint Bernard, they've got very loose lips and they're flappy, and they overhang the bottom jaw.
Yeah.
Quite a lot. They're gonna slaver the worst. Whereas Danes, sometimes when you get them, they can end up with a big droopy lip. But just as commonly, they can have like a tight lip as well. Whereas mine's kind of in the middle, so his drool is like in between, like a mastiff and a bulldog. Bulldogs are kind of an exception to the rule because they're quite tight-lipped, but because they're so flat-faced, they kind of drool a bit.
Those dogs that look like they ran into a wall.
Oh, the pugs.
All the wrinkles are like in their face.
Yeah, Shaman, my Chihuahua is the same way. He thinks he's bigger than my house, and he doesn't care what size dog it is. He lets them know that this is his roost. Yeah.
It's little dog syndrome.
Yeah. Because, well, we have a leash law in Michigan, so you're not supposed to walk the dog without a leash. And we have some guy that lives near us somewhere that has a German Shepherd. Now, my dog's out in his yard. He doesn't need his leash. He's in the yard. But this guy's walking past my yard with his German Shepherd off the leash. And his German Shepherd's trying to jump the fence to get my dog. And my dog's basically telling him where the buck shit in the woods, you know. And he's like yelling at me, put your dog on a leash. I said, I don't have to put my dog on a leash. My dog is in his fence line. He's within his territory. Although I can't say the same for you. If you don't like the fact that your dog is afraid of some little tiny chihuahua over here, walk on the other side of the road. Of course,
I don't blame the dog because I'm scared of most chihuahuas.
Yeah.
Ankle biters.
Yeah.
Every time I've been bitten by a dog, it's been a small dog. And 90% of the time, it's been a friggin' chihuahua.
Well,
Occasionally, it's a jack.
they're tiny dogs. They have to be, they have to act fearless. I mean, what defenses do they have?
Bigger than
Right.
If they're trained properly, they're not like that. It's just people consider them more like children instead of training them properly.
Well,
that's the one thing I can't stand when you see people running around with these things in their purse or in their arm, and they spend more time in the air than they do on the ground.
Oh, jeez.
It's like, let the dog. I can understand when they get old because they can. Just because they're small doesn't mean they don't suffer from arthritis and things like this. So sometimes they need a bit of a helping hand when they're older, like a lot of dogs do.
Yeah.
But these dogs are clearly very active, very boisterous, and they're sitting there with these little handbags underneath their armpits with this chihuahua in it that's going crazy trying to attack somebody. And it's like, it's doing that because it can't get... The second you put that thing on the floor, it's going to shut up because it'll be terrified. The second you put it back under your armpit, it's going to think it's King Tut and it starts going and giving it the big I am. The second you put it on the floor, they shut up.
Well, Ricky's the culprit in this house. First of all, we didn't raise this Chihuahua from puppy up. We took it off of somebody's hands because the woman it belonged to passed away, and they didn't want to have to deal with it. So rather than put the thing in one of those
in the shelter,
I said just bring it here. And Ricky's like, I don't want no Chihuahua. I don't want no darn small puppy around here. But he ended up falling in love with it. But the moral of the story is this: the dog never barked when we got it. In fact, we had it for almost a year, and I said, this thing never makes noise. Does it even bark? And then we have people walking past our bay window, and then the bigger dog that we have here, the cockapoo, she barks, which makes the little one bark. And then Ricky's sitting here antagonizing, like, you watch him, go get him. I'm like, shut up already. I don't want them yelling every time somebody walks past my darn window. But that's exactly what he does now because he was antagonized by, Ricky. So I even have to yell at him 2-3 times for them to shut up. It's just, it gets to you after a while.
I made you some pickaxes.
If they're pampered, they lose touch with reality? Really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do. I've had the same in the same dog. Like when I got my Dane, he was the most pampered dog you'll have met on the planet. Like it was unbelievable because it was my dream dog. It was the dog I'd always wanted when I was a kid, and I was never allowed. For very sensible reasons. And then when I got him, I was like, oh my god, this is amazing, blah, blah. So he got royally spoiled. But it didn't last very long because I knew the mistake I would end up making, and he would end up being an absolute terror. But for the first few months of his life, he was the most spoiled dog on the planet. It was unbelievable. But there's a behavioral aspect that you've then got to put up with. There's a consequence to doing that, and it's not for the faint of heart because you make a rod for your own back, and before you know it, you've got an unruly toddler on your hands, which is the same size as a horse. They're not toddler size. So, you end up in big trouble very quickly. 500 coin. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, some dogs you can spoil them all you want. What I tend to see it is when they're young, don't spoil them as much. Wait until they're older and they've learnt manners and they've got the basics down. Then you've got something to fall back on. You can, if they start to get a bit unruly, you can take them back to their training.
Mm-hmm.
But an untrained dog that you then go ahead and spoil, you're just gonna have nothing but problems.
Come on. Stop hitting the wrong button. Supposed to be swinging my hammer and instead I'm hitting E.
New level in survival.
Yeah, we just earned something. I guess it was... I don't know if it was instruction or what it was. I think it was production. I leveled up in production.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Too busy talking to really take notice of what it was.
I know.
God, I can't be out of logs already, can I? I mean, it doesn't seem like... You spent all that... No, I got 58 logs. So I need planks. Get to work.
Yeah, I'm bringing the logs back as well that I've got. I'll turn them into planks.
An unruly furry toddler, Shaman says.
Yeah.
See, now I can take him like to the bank teller window and he'll just sniff out the window and look at the, girl standing there. But the other one, Ricky's dog, oh my God. It's like, oh my God, be quiet already. Nobody can walk past the car without that thing going ape shit. Did you not? What kind of dog do you have, Frostbite? You have a little dog, so what kind is it? I like cats, but I don't have cats. I like cats, but their fur doesn't like my eyeballs, or my eyeballs doesn't like their fur, whichever you want to call it. It's, yeah, I start drooling all over the place. My eyes start dripping. Looks like I've been crying for weeks. But I do love cats. I just can't have them around me.
Well, yeah, that's why I take allergy medicine constantly. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm allergic to everything. Except for dogs, thankfully. And they're my favorite, so.
I mean, if I got a cat, maybe
I have one.
maybe you could get a hairless cat.
Oh God, those things are so ugly.
Well, I don't have a pet because they're...
so long and they're oily. You have to
Oh.
wash them because they get so oily.
All right, stop right there. I don't even want to know no more. It's like...
But, yeah, no, I just take allergy meds. I've always had cat. Doesn't matter. My body's used to being allergic to them now.
I'm out of planks and I only got 6 more logs left. Should I turn those into planks as well?
I would keep them because you might need to use them to put into walls and stuff. But if you want, we can head over to the mine and get all the stone to get all the walls done.
Oh, okay. You have a Chihuahua, maybe a bit mixed. You have to. Yeah, Chihuahuas are nice and it's small. So we're going mining now.
Yeah, we kind of.
Okay, I'm following you.
Right. We'll go. Actually, let me put a marker on the map. Because I forgot.
I think we're both a bit dirty too.
Yeah, we can get washed when we're over there. Let me get my knife out. That one.
You ate your backyard.
This way.
Kind of hard to read chat and run at the same time. That wasn't it.
Frostbite says his chihuahua's the size of a Jack Russell.
Oh, he's definitely a mix then. My guy's so tiny, you got to be careful you don't step on him. He's not a miniature by any means, but he's a little tiny thing. I posted a picture of him in my Discord on the videos or the pet pics section. You wouldn't even know that Deanna has dogs. I've never heard a dog bark in her house for as many times as we've been in chat together.
Charmin says her
Very
last
good
dog
mic.
was an Australian Shepherd dog. They're really intelligent. Like the Australian Shepherds, they are.
Much more intelligent than just a regular shepherd? Why?
Well, a normal like border collie is normally like what people think is an intelligent dog, but or a German Shepherd. But an Australian Shepherd dog, the ones I've met, like they are so intelligent and intuitive. It's like half of them you don't even need to say anything to give them commands.
Really?
Yeah, like they'll go off body language or just different whistles or like it's you can just look at some of them, like it's crazy.
Hey, Drunken, welcome to the stream. How you doing?
And mine does bark. It's just I have a very good mic. She barks when people come in the door.
Oh, I miss Kemp. Hold on.
Oh,
I lost Cam.
where'd she go? She's up here somewhere.
Did you go down that path to the left?
Yeah, this way.
Well, it's kind of hard to go down a path when he rounded it so fast. He like bloop. It was like a blip on the screen. First he's there and then he's gone.
You gotta keep running.
Oh, Drunken's here.
Yeah, we already said that. You were too busy running to listen.
Yeah,
When your trigger fingers work and your ears shut off.
Yeah, border collies are neurotic, Frostbite. My auntie's got 2 of them, and they are both absolute nut jobs. It's like really bad. So hyperactive as well.
I think the miniature collies are so cute, though. Oh my god.
Yeah.
They are. They are the cutest looking thing, though.
Miniature collies
I'm
are good,
waiting
but
for my new little babies to come in today to replace the retirees.
oh, you get new chickens.
Yeah, well, these ones are not laying as much anymore, so they're on the downward spiral. It's time
So
for
they're
them
heading
to
for the
retire.
smoker.
So they're gonna no, because we've had them for over 3 years. They'd only be good for stock, not really eating. But yep, they will be retired. So I have to get everything all set up for the little herd that's coming into my house for the next
One of my friends who has
few months.
it's I don't call it a yard, it's more just some stables in a field. She's looking at getting some geese.
If geese are very good protectors of chickens.
They're vicious?
They're better than dogs sometimes for protecting chickens.
Yeah.
They bite. They bite, don't they?
Oh
We
yeah.
have Canada geese around here. I'm not scared. But Canada geese are the psychotic dogs of Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I have to keep them in the house for the next few months, but they, if I had property, I would have a lot more chickens, and I would have ducks, probably quail.
Ducks and
Donkey,
quail I
because
can
I have to have a
understand.
donkey, some goats, and we have to have at least one fainting goat just because. And my son's boyfriend, I'm assuming is going to be my future family, because she wants to move wherever we go. We have to have an alpaca.
An
So,
alpaca.
it's
Oh
gonna be
Lord,
fun.
aren't those the things that spit?
No, those are llamas.
Oh
Llamas
no.
spit, alpacas don't. But they look pretty similar.
Yeah. Alpacas are a little smaller, and you kind of shave them like you would a poodle or whatever.
Right, right.
Yeah, like
They're
these
they're
Angola sweaters and things that you get, they're
Yeah,
from
yeah.
alpacas.
You can sell their fur and stuff, but yeah. Yep. And we'll of course we'll have a cow and a pig that will be all nice and fuzzy and warm with until it's time to eat them. You know.
Aw. That's one thing I didn't like about living on a farm, raising cattle, and then you ended up eating them, slaughtering them in the winter. It's like, aw.
Well, you just give them the right name, like bacon or ham or steak.
Call a
or
pig a pork chop. Hey, miss.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow.
Yep. You just got to give them the right names. Keeps it in perspective. But the more kind you are and loving towards that animal, the better meat they give. So
Yeah.
it's
I've found that the animals that are homegrown and things, some of my friends have land and stuff and do that sort of thing.
Yep.
They always taste better because they've been better looked after.
Yeah.
Which I don't blame the farmers because it's hard to give that kind of attention and individual care to
You
like
gotta think
500
home
chickens.
farms are different than
Yeah.
production farms, right?
Yeah.
You can have your own milk and your own meat cow, and it's gonna produce differently because you only have to feed that one or two cow.
Yeah.
You only have to care for, so you can give it better attention, better quality.
Yeah. When you've got a flock of like 500 of them, it's a
harder.
bit harder to give them.
They do
that
they
care.
do really good over in Ireland though.
Yeah.
They're always outside except for the coldest parts of winter. They're very well taken care of.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Alpacas, those spit. They like spit vomit. That's disgusting.
Llamas.
No, alpaca.
Alpacas don't really spit. You might get it once in a while, but llamas
They
are
can,
the ones
but
that
they're
spit
not
in your
in-
face. It's llamas that just will look at you and go.
Yeah, frostbite's got it. Alpacas can spit, they just don't tend to do it. They don't tend to use it as a defense mechanism, whereas llamas, they do it as a sign of aggression.
Yeah.
So it's...
Well, people are stupid. You know they spit. Why are you standing there going, ah? And wonder when they spit in your face. Like, are you stupid? Like, here's your sign.
It's like when people go to public parks and it says, please don't feed the ducks. And you've got 15 people all surrounding this lake throwing bread at them. It's like, what are you doing? Bread's not good for... And then they wonder why they come back the next spring and half the ducks are gone. It's like, because you killed them.
No.
They got so fat they couldn't fly.
Well, no. It's just you probably shouldn't feed them bread because bread's got all the preservatives and the gluten and stuff. But
Yeah, it clogs them up.
I feed the ducks at the boat oatmeal.
Yeah,
I throw oatmeal out,
seeds, grains.
or I throw frozen corn out. That's all okay for them. And they'll bring their little babies to my boat, and they're like, "Share the food." Are you sharing today? They go visit every boat. Who's sharing?
Grains and seeds and stuff, that's what you should feed them. But I don't know why, but everybody insists on feeding ducks and pigeons and things bread.
Because people go to the ponds and stuff and throw bread in the water for the fish.
Yeah.
That's why.
I don't think fish are supposed to eat bread.
Well, that's what my dad would do. He would go throw little pieces of bread in the water to see if the fish would bite so that he knew where to go fishing the next day.
So when we went fishing, we just had cans of corn, and you dump a can of corn in, and that would attract all the fish in.
Yeah.
And you'd follow the corn with your fishing lines.
Right.
So we always caught lots of fish. Because the yellow kind of attracts them because they wiggle around. Yep.
You can't get up that hill. That's usually that's usually where I come in at and then work my way where you and I just walked in at.
There's a way of doing it.
Yeah, but you have to jump just right.
No. Oats don't really swell frostbite. Chia seeds swell.
Yeah.
Like, that's why people have to be careful eating chia seeds. If you don't swell them up before you eat them, you can end up with blockages.
I think that's this main all cleared out now.
I don't think
That's what
so.
rain's for, Shaman.
I think we missed one of the aisleways.
Let's have a quick run. This is
'Cause there was one point that we didn't go left, and we just bypassed that whole section. But
That's the way out. Because this tunnel just loops around with a section in the middle
No.
that goes through. Yeah, that's the dead end passage.
Did it.
Got everything.
okay. Do you have the map I gave you? Are you going to another cave, or are you just going back home from this one?
Let's. I'm gonna get out here and I'm gonna see how much stone I got.
Coming home. I'm coming home.
What are you mining, dude? There's
Tell the
nothing there.
spirits that I'm coming home.
Yeah.
Get the crops out of the ground.
Stone 200. We're probably gonna need.
Wow,
some
that
more.
is the slowest
I'm gonna go and
pickaxing
start-
I have ever seen.
I got 32 pieces of copper ore.
Ooh, I'm just gonna sell these little trinkets.
I have 20 iron. And how much tin do I have? 20. 20 tin, 20 iron, but 32 copper. I don't know how much you have.
I have 30 tin, 206 stone, 52 salt, 20 iron, 46 copper.
29 salt and 165 stone.
That's not bad.
What kind of chicken? Oh, do your chickens lay brown eggs, Deanna, or the white ones? I like the brown eggs.
Yeah. Usually brown. We got chickens that laid blue eggs too.
Oh,
But
wow.
we didn't get them this time. This time we got barred rocks and I think he got a few of the Rhode Island Reds.
Yeah,
Last time we had the Azure Blues, the Rhode Island Reds, and the Black Sex Links. This time we got barred rocks, and he just wanted a few reds in there. So, but they'll all lay brownish colored. I don't get just white chickens. I get pretty chickens.
Yeah, my dad used to like the Banshee chickens. We always had Banshee on our farm. They're like red, brown streaks. They're really nice looking chickens, but they lay brown eggs too. And I kind of grew up on brown
the
eggs.
Reds and the blacks laid two different color of brown, and the white chickens we have laid blue eggs because they're azure blue. If you look at a chicken's gills, you'll see what color eggs they lay.
Yeah.
The gills match their eggs.
Oh, well, that's interesting. I mean, I owned horses and didn't learn until yesterday that there was actually beads that formed around their pee-pee sack. And I never knew that beads formed there. It's like, wow, I had a horse for years and never knew that. Then again, we had a vet come visit, so maybe they cleaned it out because I never cleaned it out.
Probably.
It's interesting what you learn on TV when you watch a vet show. My dad bugged me for years. Used to tell me, you go to college and become a vet. I'll mortgage the house. I'll get you through college. And for the longest time, I wanted to please Dad. I was considering it, doing it. But then I watched this show called Dr. Pole on TV, and this guy spends most of his, I would say, 70% of his time with his shoulder up to some cow's ass. It's like, holy crap.
Well, it depends on the vet work you do. I mean, if you're a livestock vet compared to just the vets we have around here that mostly deal with
small animals,
birds, cats, dogs, things that you can carry in.
But he did all pets. I mean, large, small, you name it. I mean, he took care of iguanas and stuff like that. So
yeah, so you can have exotic vets. You can have, if you live in a rural area, you're more liable to get a vet that deals in all animals. I like the ones that do the wild animals. Those are fun.
But
Birds,
lo and behold, The writer in me just wouldn't have it, so I became a
Easter eggs
writer.
are cool. They lay all pretty eggs, but they don't lay the largest eggs,
Yeah.
and they're not the most. They don't lay the most amount of eggs per year. We go for the chickens that lay the most hearty, biggest eggs, and the most eggs during the course of a year.
Don't you have a
They
problem with
get
rats?
ostriches.
What's that?
Don't you have a problem with rats?
Sometimes.
Yeah, because
Why?
well, I just remember living on a farm. You know, they like to stay around the hen house. Yeah.
They steal that.
Yeah.
We
You wouldn't have that problem with ostriches, though.
Oh, they don't steal the eggs because our coop has an electric door that shuts at night,
Yeah.
and the laying boxes are inside the coop. Their run is they have a big ramp down to the
They're
run,
protected.
but they don't really come out that much during the day. And we never had rats until they started freaking messing around with sewers and building stuff
Yeah.
in town. Then they disturbed a big nest underneath of one of the buildings in town that they tore down, and
Yeah.
they just went everywhere. Until that point, never a problem. But it's all right. We won't have a problem with them soon because we're gonna put a hard bottom in the run, so they won't be able to come in.
Well, here
Just
in
get ostriches because their eggs are too big.
here in Michigan, you need to build a rat wall. It has to be so many feet deep before they allow you to even put a shed in your backyard. And Ricky's been bugging me.
The wire that we have going around the run, it's buried like a good foot and a half into the ground, kind of on an angle. So as they're digging, they're just gonna keep hitting it.
Yeah.
So they won't be able to come through. They just found a way through the middle because they've been digging everywhere. But we're gonna put a hard bottom in there, so it's not gonna be a problem.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind chickens, but you know, rats is one of the reasons why I deterred from it. Plus, we live so close to other people. I'm in the suburbs here, so you know, I can kick a ball. It'll go in the next neighbor's yard. That's how close we are, side to side. Now, I have an acre of land, so front to back of my house is the best bet. But side to side, you know, they put houses way too close in this area. There's only 12 houses on my block, believe it or not, but I bet you if I screamed really loud, the 12th person on 12th house down the road could probably hear me.
I'm gonna head back to the village.
Okay.
And then we can probably go and check out that mine that's near us. Because I think there's one near the central village.
Clean yourself off, girl. You're a mess. Disgusting.
I know, I took a walk to the river.
Stanky, dirty
It's so
girl.
stinky.
Did you see the fumes come off you when you walked in the water?
Yeah. I got dirty. Really dirty. I think this is a camp I raided already. Or maybe not.
Any phone calls yet, Kemp?
Not yet. I'm still waiting to hear
So
from you.
slow.
For sure. Give me that fish meat. I see it. I want it. I took it. Anything in these bags?
I want some more of it. I've tried so hard. Can't rise above it.
Ooh, what's that? Perch. 3 perch. And 4 roach. I don't know, there's a camp here I ran past and they had some bunch of goodies, so I stole them. Taking their firewood too.
Oh, it was a long, long weekend. Too much peopling.
Too much peopling? Were you on
Oh
your...
my god.
You weren't on your boat yet, so where did you go?
It was my husband's 50th. So
Oh.
I had a thing for him.
Celebrate,
And
celebrate.
so many people. And the in-laws wouldn't leave. They just kept staying here. And I'm just like giving them the stink eye. Like, can you just all go home? Like, my husband's outside with his friends and you're all sitting in my house. Like, go away. I don't want to be alone. And then the internet has been kind of poopy for the last couple of weeks. It was like blink. And then the last 2 days, yesterday, like I couldn't even play any games. It was in and out, in and out. Oh, we're working on it. We're working on it. It'll be our estimated time's 2:30. Our estimated time is 5. Our estimated time is so even this morning. Oh, our estimated time is 11. Let's see. What does it say now? It's like, what will it be? So still not fixed. Oh, they're saying 12:06 now. They're like going pole to pole, I swear. Because they're too stubborn. They put fiber in all the outskirts because it's easy there. Meanwhile, we're all paying for fiber and don't have it yet because it's not that hard. Run your burrows under the ground and frickin' put the wires in. Tired of this shit. But yeah, so my Monday of decompressing and killing shit so I don't kill anybody else. It was not a good day. So far, so good. As you notice, I'm still talking, so. But, yeah.
Can't you have fur babies where you're at, Shaman?
My guess is probably she just can't have one yet.
Well, I know a lot of landlords. I don't know where she lives. I don't know if she owns or rents, but I know I've lived in so many places where landlords, no pets. Couldn't even have fish for crying out loud. How?
They can't really say no pets anymore.
Why not?
They put clauses in the things that they can't tell a person that they can't move in with their pet. You know, they can't force you to get rid of a pet. They can't tell you can't live there when you have a pet because it's kind of like a discrimination thing.
Yeah.
Shaman, you have no idea, honey. I'm a Gemini, and, you know, are you going to get the unicorn or Godzilla? You just don't know.
Yeah, Gemini are unpredictable bunch.
That's what makes it so much fun.
For the Gemini. I don't know about the other person.
You all love it because it's interesting. You never know who you're going to get, what person's going to show up for you. It's always exciting. Who's it going to be today?
Kempaz doesn't say a word.
No.
Because he knows.
Because I'm in the same boat.
Yes, you are.
Ah, don't pray tell me that you're a Gemini, Kemp. Just don't tell me. Are you a Gemini?
Okay, don't tell her.
Yes. Oh no. I'm
Why do you think we get along so well?
I'm surrounded.
We are the same people.
Why is it that, you know, Pisces always attracts these type of people anyways?
Because you're glutton for punishment.
Yeah. Just my sign swimming in 2 directions tells you I can't make up my friggin' mind. Right?
Yeah.
And I have the devil and the angel clashing on my shoulders constantly. That's me to a T. Should I or shouldn't I? Maybe not. No pets allowed. Well, there you go. They're not allowed to say that anymore. You tell your landlord to get up with the times. Am I going in the right direction to come home? Or yeah, I am. I'm just slow at it. Aquarius. Oh, now I'm going to have that Aquarius theme in my head all day. I get along with Sagittarius really well too. According to the astrology charts, I'm not supposed to get along with Virgo, but that's exactly what Ricky is, to a T. We've been together 30 years, so horoscopes, yeah, you can't believe that shite. It's dark again. I'm putting all this stuff in. Or do you want me to put the copper bar and stuff over by the smithy station?
Yeah, you can put all the ores there.
Yeah.
Because they'll have to be turned into bars anyway. Actually, you can just turn them into bars in the forge.
Okay.
No pets allowed, plus she can't afford it. No yard, and she can't take them for walks.
Mm.
Get a fish, shaman. You don't have to walk them. You
Ooh.
just throw a little food in there.
Leo the lion.
Rinse out the container. The movie version of Hair?
Yeah. Aquarius. You don't remember
I know
that
the
song? La da 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 da.
Well, that song is actually what we're living in right now.
Yeah.
We're living in the age of Aquarium. Aquarium. No, 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 no. Boom, boom, boom.
Speaking of movies, I think the most watched movie in this house, and that's because of Ricky, is that tornado movie. The one with
Twister.
yeah.
Twister.
Yep. Constant. More cows, yeah.
Yeah, Twister. Helen Hunt.
Yep, yep.
They were storm chasers. They were competing with their machines.
Mm-hmm.
Frostbite was asking. Google it. Watch a trailer. It's an old movie. They did they put a new version out. I think it's out of Twister, where her and the main guy, who's dead now. So they had to just kind of write him in and out of the movie. Is their child that's the chaser now? But yeah, it's not out yet.
Oh, really? I didn't know that they made another one.
Shaman, it's more based on their child. So it's going to not be what we saw. It will be different. Like, she will be in their sort of cameo. She's not a chaser, but... So it could be alright. Because it's not just remaking that movie. It's like the new part of the movie. Their child is now the storm chaser. So she's going to do part of, she's going to have a part of her and a part of him that she's going to bring into this. So it could be alright. And why are we going to cringe, Frostbite?
Yeah.
Why? I don't think much could make us cringe at this point, but... Rebooting Naked Gun. Liam Neeson. Pamela Henderson. I never watched Naked Gun anyway. I never liked that guy, but I can't believe Liam Neeson would go for something like that.
I don't remember what Naked Gun was about.
Naked Gun was kind of like Airplane, kind of spoofy.
I usually don't watch Tom Cruise movies either. I really don't care for him.
Yeah, I don't like him.
But Ricky likes to watch his Mission Impossible ones, but I'm not really into him. I don't know. I just never took to that guy.
Yeah, no. I mean, Leslie Nielsen was the Naked Gun guy, and Priscilla Presley. You know, Weird Al was in it. It's just like a spoofy kind of movie. That's the kind of movies that he does. But I find it odd that Liam Neeson's gonna do that.
Oh, and I got 30 limestone, so I'm going to put that in this box too, in case you want to upgrade somebody's house.
Exactly, Frostbite.
Yeah, we can do that.
And I'll put the perch and stuff in there too, because you like to. The roach, salted fish meat. I don't know where I picked this stuff up. Must have been out there at that camp.
Probably.
Did get 218 stone, so I could upgrade some of those, the sides of some of those houses if you want.
Yeah. I'll put those in the thing.
I generally don't like when they do remakes on movies, because they just, I don't know, you're used to seeing the main one, and then they do a remake, and it kind of like, to me, it spoils it, but it'd just be me.
Depends on the movie. Usually I'm not a fan of them redoing things.
Yeah.
But there have been some that they did it in such a way that it actually turned out being a very good movie. Like, Total Recall. I was like, I love that movie, and I'm like, there's no way you should be redoing that movie. But they redid it in such a way that it's like not even the same kind of movie, and I really liked it. So
isn't that the one with
okay.
Arnold Schwarzenegger played in it?
Yeah, Total Recall.
Yeah.
The Mars movie.
Right.
Yeah, but they redid it, and so there's new characters and stuff. But they did it in such a way, and it was so different that it was really good.
Huh.
Now, Ghostbusters, it's like, no.
No.
The Ghostbuster Originals was Ghostbusters. We do not remake it because women need to be Ghostbusters. No. The Ghostbusters was the Ghostbusters, and you need to leave it.
Yeah, but now they're redoing another one that's in the theaters now.
Yeah, it's got all the main characters.
Right.
The one that's dead. But, it's like, sometimes you just gotta leave well enough alone. Like, when you try and redo certain movies, you just can't, because they're connected with those actors. So when you try and make the same movie similar with different actors, like, you can't.
Yeah, Paul Short.
You can't do that.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I expected them to do more of the remakes and stuff during COVID because of the strikes and stuff that were going on. Writers' strikes and shit. I was surprised you didn't see a lot of remakes come out then. We need to find more logging people, because this is just... We just went...
We've got space for one more woodcutter, actually. So we could find somebody else.
Well, I'm out of stone. I only have 6 stone left, so it's not enough.
I could change... where's the woodcutters? Oh god, let's have a look at your... You're just doing logs all the time. You're doing logs, firework, thanks. Right, okay, yeah. We could find another one, and that would give you a lot more logs. Let's go and see who's at the camp while we're on our way to go find the other mine.
And they
Hopefully
call it
they'll be-
a mine.
Hopefully there'll be a decent extract.
Like
on it.
Top Gun, I hate Tom Cruise, but I loved Top Gun. Just the first one.
Yep.
I refuse to watch the remake of Goose's son. I don't want to see it because he's still in it, and I don't love it. And Live, Die, Repeat. I love that movie. But he's in it, so it behooves me that I have to enjoy this movie looking at his face.
You know what a good movie is that we watched again the other day? It's called the one with Cuba Gooding Jr. in it, The Hardwired. Now that movie was good, and we watched it for the second or third time this weekend. So have you ever seen that one?
No.
Yeah, that one there I think you would like.
Don't really need anybody in the workshop yet, but he could go in the sewing hut.
Yeah, he talks. Yeah,
See,
yeah.
I wouldn't watch it because I don't care for a lot of the actors in it. I'm kind of actor snooty. If I see actors I don't like, I just won't watch it.
You.
There's one actor that I can't stand, Vince Vaughn. If there's a movie with him in it, I shy away from it. I can't stand the guy. I don't know why. His voice just rubs me the wrong way, and his mannerisms and stuff. I don't know, it just seems so. I can't watch a movie with him in it because I bitch through the whole movie. You know, why is he doing that or what? You know, it's like nah. Him and Tom Cruise, I don't like watching. Tom Cruise, he's stuck on himself, and I just can't stand people like that. So. Yeah, I didn't watch the Ghostbusters one with the girls in it because I feel like Deanna, that, you know, it was the men, and then they switched to women, which is kind of freaky deaky. The other one that they redid that I didn't like was Footloose. I liked the movie that Kevin Bacon did it in Footloose, but then they redid it with new characters.
You can't
do
that stuff.
No.
Those movies are those people.
Yeah.
They are the franchise of that movie.
Well,
They
did the same thing with Carrie. You know, Sissy Spacek was the one that did the original Carrie movie. Then they came out with another one with some girl that had vines that would grow up her arms and stuff. It's like, come on now. I mean, they changed the whole thing about it. But yeah, Carrie was another one they changed. I didn't like that either. They did sequels of it. It just didn't make sense.
Now we've got to find the mine that's over here somewhere. I think it's
Edge of Tomorrow, Live, Die, Repeat. It's the same movie.
I don't. What was Live, Die, Repeat about? What was that about? Because that doesn't.
Well, Edge of Tomorrow, he lives, dies, and repeats the day over and over. Him and this girl, they just every time they die, they wake back up, and so they know what's happened, and they can change things, and you know, it's.
Oh, so that's basically like the same kind of movie as Groundhog Day, where he wakes up and it's the same day over and over again.
Groundhog Day, I love that movie.
Yeah.
Hey, they cannot remake Groundhog Day. I'm sorry, that is a Bill Murray franchise.
Right.
If they ever try to remake Groundhog Day, somebody's gonna die.
I think it's up here. Ah, there it is. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what? Something in there.
Yeah.
Looks like wolfies.
Excuse me.
Aha, you died.
There we go.
Aw, did you kill a deer?
No, it must have been the wool.
Oh. And meanies. Now, what does this mine have in it for? Oh, here's some iron. Oh, tin. Look like iron to me.
I think this will have everything but iron in, I think.
This one has just iron in it, really?
I think everything apart from iron.
Oh. Well, it's got copper for sure. Copper. Come on.
Oh, here's another deer.
They must have drug it in here to eat.
Yeah.
And you just happen to come along and take it. Oh. One wolf's junk is another man's treasure.
Yep. There's two here.
RoboCop 2014. Wow. Well, since this mine has everything in it but iron, is there another mine that has nothing in it but iron?
I don't know. I think the only one that has iron in it, I think, is the one we were in before.
Oh. Yeah, my daughter was like that too. She used to watch the most bizarre movies. Of course, one movie she turned me on to that I thought was funny as heck. I must have watched it 12 times already. Is that one called The Help?
Yeah, I won't watch that one.
That one was funny.
That's not my kind of movie. I'm more Patient X, Patient Zero, Apocalypse, Zombie.
Well, The Help was a comedy movie, basically, is what it turned out to be. But it was a good movie. It was funny.
Eat your shit pie.
Yeah.
Don't forget, if you struggle to see the ores, you can use your alt vision.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I didn't even think of that. Duh.
It'll make them glow.
That's right.
Sometimes even with a torch, it's hard to see them.
Yeah. Thank you for that. That's a good idea. I don't have to press my nose up against the cave wall to find out if there's anything that... Oh, I don't have any more. Really? I ran out of...
Do you have any logs on you?
No, I do not. I put them all in the box, for crying out loud. How goofy are you, Doomie?
Craft. I can make 6 more. I think 3 each should be enough, because I think I'm on my last one as well. Let's have a look. Tools. That one's in use 6. Yeah, so if I drop you 3,
Thank you.
and then we'll see how far we get with these.
Yeah, this isn't one of those games where you could actually do all the mining off game, because then we would go through so many seasons it wouldn't be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the village is now sort of at a point where it's looking after itself, so we can do these excursions and things. They're feeding themselves. They're chopping their own firewood. I mean, they're not quite getting their own drinking water yet.
Right. Yeah, I'm not too keen on the musicals. I mean, I can watch Cinderella, but I can't really watch a movie that it does nothing but sing all the way through it. That's just, and Ricky definitely refuses to watch movies like that with me, but even I get tired of watching the Disney movies that have it in all the time.
Actually, that's just made us wonder. Is Ricky's favorite movie Happy Gilmore?
Oh God, he loves that stupid movie. I wouldn't
I
say
have a
it's his
feeling.
favorite. I would say Twister's his favorite because he must have seen Twister 25, 30 times already. The man loves the movie. But he does like Happy Gilmore.
I had a feeling because it combines like his two
Because
favorites.
he walks around constantly, jackass. Which is, of course, he picked it up in the movie.
I walk around with that too, but usually because someone's being a jackass, not because of that movie. Oh, dear.
I just walk around
Do you
calling people an
know?
ass.
Do you have how many kids do you have in your village?
No,
None. at the
none.
minute, I don't think so.
None yet.
No.
Ah.
No.
'Cause
Why?
That's gonna be the best part, because the kids you give jobs to once they reach like, I don't know, age 10, I think. I don't remember.
Yeah,
But
you
you
make
put them on water
apprentices.
detail. You just make sure there's buckets in there, and they do all the water.
That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the kids to do
Child
that. And,
labor.
yeah,
He's waiting on the child labor.
and then you can make them apprentices as well in certain places, like the
Yeah,
wood
yeah.
choppers and stuff. So then they get boosts to their skills before they take over the work. Well, that's this cave cleared out as well now.
Well, that was a short one.
I think it was actually, it's pretty much the same size as the other one. I just think it's less like little offshoots.
Hmm.
But yeah, so that's two. That's plenty of ores and stuff, and we should now have enough stone to finish our houses.
It might grow running faster.
Press shift, I think it is.
I did press shift, but that's fast as she runs? Seriously? I thought she run faster than that.
You've got toggle sprint on, so it should. You should only have to press it.
I did. Well, when I press it, she walks really slow. So I know that when I press it and she's running, but she seems like she's running so slow. It seems like she's running fast enough for me.
Are you crouched?
No. Nope, nope, nope.
No, because if you're crouched and then you press sprint, it takes you out of crouch. Oh, I don't know why. Right, let's go through the...
Jump, woman. Right. Oh, Shawshank Redemption. Yeah, Shaman, that's a good movie. Ricky likes that one too. I love that movie. I just think it's sad that he spends all that time in prison for something he didn't even do. Yeah, we own it, so I can watch it whenever I want. I don't think we watched it that many times. What's the reason why you watch it so often, though? Another person I find hard to watch in movies is, I don't know why, John Cusack. I don't know why. I like watching his sister when she's in movies, but because she's funny. But for some reason, other Cusack movies, like that, what was it, 2012 or what it was, the airplane thing when they took off the airplane because the world was falling apart. It was going to flood or something. Yeah. Copper ore. Wow, another 43 pieces of copper ore. Nice. She's here working it, so I don't have to do it. Copper, and there should be 10.
Where'd all the flax?
I have armed the mightiest knights of this realm.
I don't have any flax on me, but we did pick it the last episode, so I don't know. We should be in the production, not in the production, in the food storage, right?
Oh, hang on. Rye. Flax. Yeah, flax was harvested.
You turned it into linen thread. That's what happened to it. We turned it into
Yeah.
you wanted all of it turned into linen thread.
Right. So we got no flax from the
See,
turn.
now his Gemini side is like, you stupid jackass.
Right. So actually, I can take them off. Linen thread. And that'll solve that issue. No item wheat grain. Okay.
Bell's almost dead too. So we need it right now. Mm. Tell that log worker to get his butt to work. We need logs for these houses. Turning the walls green with the stone, but still need a log on each wall.
There we go. Right, let's put this back in storage.
Come on. We're totally missing the top of them too. Bonehead. These houses closer together down here. Finding it hard to get up and reach the... Battleship? I don't know if I remember that movie. I thought Liam Nielsen played in a Battleship movie, didn't he? Red October was a good movie. That's one that I actually really liked. That had Sean Connery in it. I don't know if they made a remake of it or not, but the original movie was good. Oh, no more stone or logs. Damn it. What was the latest? Gladiator was, I think, the latest movie we watched with Russell Crowe. That I thought was a really good movie too. I liked that movie. It was sad what they did to his family, but what, the Red October movie? Oh, Battleship was a board game made into a film. Yeah, I used to play the game when I was a kid. Yeah, Gladiator. I really like that movie. Not really a Russell Crowe fan, but he did a movie one time that I watched. I couldn't even. I think I couldn't even get past the first 10 minutes of it because I don't remember the name of the movie. But he kept hounding some girl because she gave him the finger, I think, on the road or something, and he got pissed off and he just hounded her. And I couldn't watch the movie after 10 minutes because he was such an evil twerp.
Well, we shouldn't have a cop-out problem anymore.
Tom, and that's not the movie where Liam Nielsen's daughter was dating one of the crew? Or am I thinking of a different movie?
Battleship was where he was dating the admiral's daughter.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And I seen that
He
movie.
went on the ship with his brother, and his brother ended up dying.
Right.
But he ended up saving the world, you know.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I didn't remember the name of the movie, but now that, you know.
And the black guy with the fake legs tromping up the mountain, going at those aliens. He
Oh,
was
my,
best. I
yeah.
liked that character. He was so funny.
No, I mean, I could see something like that happening. I mean, he broke into a convenience store to get a sandwich or something that she wanted. I mean, he's just a regular badass kid, and he was given a choice: either join the Navy, right, or go to jail. So, I mean, I see things like that in real life happen all the time, do they not? So we got about 15. Yeah, we got about 15 minutes left. Hey, your door's fixed again. Look at that. Woohoo.
I think it might have been because we went far enough away.
Or because I logged out and logged back in, maybe. I don't know.
Oh yeah, because it's normally it's not a server side thing. It's individual.
Why's
glitch.
this guy walking across the lake? Where's he going? Don't you live over here, dude?
I'm going far away from you as I can.
I mean, seriously? Or is that Kempaz I'm looking at? Kempaz, are you walking through the water right now? No, that's not you.
No.
Kempaz, where you?
He's 104 meters away. I don't know. Where'd you go?
He's on. And you'll buffer in.
Again?
And you're black. And I refreshed it, so it's not just me. You're. Oh, there you're back.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I'm sitting here watching the stream and it didn't flicker once for me.
Well,
Weird.
it happened to a few of us, I guess. But
Yeah.
at least it didn't conk you right out.
Right.
Just having a brain fart.
Why does it tell me that my
This
stone...
is what happens when she doesn't take a bath, people. She's so stinky that the screen has to shut
Oh,
up for a while.
what the heck? I just got kicked.
What?
I told you.
I just got kicked.
You did, all right. Please stand by for technical difficulties.
No, but it wasn't happening when you guys said, it was happening.
It was a precursor. We live in the future.
Yeah. First time you guys have been ahead of me in this stream. That's a first. Oh, you know what? It's Digger's fault. Digger just came in. It's Digger's fault. Yep. You knocked me offline. Hi, Digger.
Oh.
Well, the stone is done. We now just need lots and lots of wood. So, when you're back in, why don't we go to the other village and see if we can find some willing recruits.
Yeah, because my axe is almost dead, and I don't have enough. I don't have any logs to make myself a new one.
Yeah.
I have sticks, but I don't. Oh, and I have no stones. I'm out of
Right.
stones because I used them all in the house.
Well, there's 100 nod stones in research storage now.
Okay. All right, let's go.
Right, let's go to the other village and see if we can get a production person.
How you doing, Digger?
No, production, excavation. That's the one. I'm just going to quickly double check these, make sure there's no... You're a hunter, no, and a fisher, no.
Blocked. Did he run past me again?
An evil.
Yep,
He ran past me again.
this way. I didn't even run, I was just walking while you were chopping a tree.
Wait a minute. Am I going the right way?
The road closest to the water.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the right. Yeah.
Well, I started chopping the tree, and I'm like, I don't need wood. I need a stone to make another axe.
She's a little OCD with things. That's why she keeps losing camp. Squirrel tree. Squirrel. Where did camp go? I don't know.
got-
Pickaxe put away.
Just catch it up.
They used to say the same thing when I played 7 Days to Die during Christmas. Ooh, a present. Ooh, another present. Ooh, a present. Where'd you go? Digger said hello, Kemp.
Hi, Digger. How's you today?
Slap his ass.
Yeah, you missed some really good conversations. You need to catch up. You need to tell us what sign you are, what movie is your favorite, what kind of dog do you own. We've talked about all different things today.
I mean, he might not be a dog person, he could be a cat person.
Yeah, this is true. Didn't I say animal or did I say dog?
You said dog, but he could be one of these strange people that like snakes instead.
No? I used
But
to.
I like snakes.
Yeah, I
always
used to-
keep one in my house.
Yeah, I
I
used
like
Yeah.
to touch him out in the wild, though. I'm
Yeah.
not afraid of them.
No.
I mean, I don't know if I'd
Spiders?
like to catch them in
And
the
things
wild.
that sting, I will trample you. I will throw you into the swarm so I can get away. Yeah.
You want to see a big girl scream like a baby? Put some bees near me. Yeah. I ain't walking that path.
All I gotta do is run faster than you and make sure you fall.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
People usually say that about a bear chase. All I have to do is outrun you, not the bear.
You don't run away from a bear.
Yeah, I know.
I watched a YouTube short today of. I don't know how it came about. It clearly was not set up in any way, shape, or form. But somebody was flying that drone. It looked like it was in Canada or somewhere close to it because it was completely white.
Mm.
And they were flying that drone through like a forested area-ish. And they happened to come across this.
It was white.
Yeah, she's been kicked out of the game as well.
She has. Yeah, we know Frostbite.
I don't think they'll be able to hear her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I was doing that the other day. I was talking to them while she wasn't there, and then everyone was like, "What was that?" I was like,
The game's tired of her because it's 10 to 12. It's saying, "You shall not play."
"Well, there's a farmer, but oh, she's back in the game.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now."
I'm starting to feel like I should be an actor in a Verizon commercial. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
It's almost noon. That's what it is. It's like, you're not gonna play.
This is the YouTube getting even for me because I posted on YouTube yesterday that I want as many people to show up in chat today as possible to keep me in good spirits before my doctor's appointment. And now the YouTube just fails to let me enjoy the moment.
Yeah, well, at least you got to play. Yesterday I didn't get to play at all because they're working on all the cable lines, so the internet was in and out, and in and out, and in and out. And then it was off for a really long time. Then it was in, and it's like, yay! And then poof, it went out again. I'm like, I hate you all!
Did you pick a guy already, or did you go back home?
There was only a farmer available.
Look at
Oh.
his name, Bronislaw.
I know.
He
Some of
likes to eat minestrone and slaw.
the...
Minestrone.
Is there another streaming service besides YouTube and Twitch? Does anybody know?
They're less unknown, and I can't remember the name of.
Do they work any better though? That's the point. Do they?
Not really. No.
But then again, this might not be a YouTube issue because before starting the game today and booting up, I had an update to my Streamlabs desktop.
Yeah.
So it could be Streamlabs too.
It could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If one thing updates, you gotta wait for everything else to catch up.
Right.
And with Windows updates, and I keep checking for updates, and it'll take sometimes a day or two before all the other updates show up.
Yeah.
If I'm asking it to look. So.
I had an NVIDIA driver update the other day too. Did you get one?
Yeah.
Video.
Yeah.
Yes, I got one.
I had
last
one.
week.
Yeah, I think it was. I don't remember what day it was, but it was last week some point. I had one.
Well, after my doctor's appointment today, Ricky is doing his golf thing now. That season has started. Yay! Now I have Tuesdays all day by myself again for the next few months.
Yeah.
So I was thinking of...
The season starts next week.
Yeah.
So.
Well, he used to hunt all the time before we got married, but I kind of fell by the wayside after we bought the house.
Oh.
Oh, hey. Get my knife out. Stab this bugger.
Stabby, stabby.
Mhm.
That was pretty cool.
100.
Well, you know what this means.
What?
There's a camp nearby.
Yeah. Did you loot
The
that
camp.
one?
Yeah, I got all of these goodies. They came from over here. Here it is. Oh, and there's another dude.
Where is he? I don't see him. Oh, there he is. Hey. Die, mother. It's not nice to hit a girl. Even if she is holding a knife. Alright, I did loot him, but why is it telling me to still loot him? You holding something I'm not seeing? Baskets. Mead. Mead. They didn't have much.
No. They're pretty poor bandits.
Well, they weren't very good at their job, obviously.
Yeah. That's just a mushroom. Right. Off we'll go get... actually, hang on. Which way is it?
It was going right when they attacked us.
Yeah, we're facing the right way. So it's this way.
Shaman losers.
Well, they weren't there when we came through the first time.
No, they were not. Maybe they were out hunting or looting someone else. Maybe they were sleeping.
I thought I just heard a bear.
Your hearing's better than mine.
But there shouldn't be any bears along this road.
I'm going to play with the new DLC tonight, I think.
Ooh.
Well, I want to see what it's all about. I mean, I bought the DLC and then, it went live and I haven't even played with it. I don't even know what we get. Well, I shouldn't say I didn't play with it. I logged in to see what it was, but I haven't brought anything down to the planet. We have
Yeah.
white horses, black horses.
Check all the villages. Apparently, you're playing Medieval Dynasty right now. Are you still in the game? No, it's kicked her again.
I think she's probably gonna have to call it a day. It just
Yeah.
knows it's noon.
Yeah. This is ridiculous. It is 3 minutes to 12, is it not? Can you hear me
Yep.
again? Okay. It's probably it's probably best that I just quit. I don't know what's going on here because the on the laptop side it's working just fine, but I'm sitting to the right of the laptop. The laptop's working fine, but I keep getting kicked, so that just doesn't make sense.
Yep.
Because I'm watching the band over on the laptop and it's got full 5 bars, so I don't know. It's gotta be Streamlabs. It's not YouTube. So anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming and coming to my aid. I go to the doctor in 2 hours, so I'll know more, and I'll definitely let you guys know what's going on. But I'm trying to keep my mind on a good pace here. Think positive. Think positive. That's what Deanna says.
Yep.
I want to thank everybody for
never wrong.
Right. I want to thank everybody for coming. I appreciate the fact that you guys came here because I asked you to, and you guys are amazing. Oh, new quest, spring chicken. Oh yeah, I seen before we disconnected before that I have a wetter. I have a wetter chest.
She has a bedwetter.
A wetter quest. What the heck is that all about?
That
Would be a
something
wedding
I took.
stone. Sharpen things.
A wedding quest.
It says wetter. Wetter.
Yeah.
Wetter. You know,
It
like
was-
a wheel that sharpens your tools.
Yeah.
We need more dynasty reputation.
Oh, okay. We'll worry about that next time. The question is, what are we going to do on Friday? That's something that we'll have to discuss if we're going to do Dynasty again or if somebody wants to see something else. But I really don't have time to discuss it right now. So
Yeah.
I'm going to thank everybody for stopping by, and thank you for the likes and the subscribes and the Discord joins if you've done it. And I'll see you again probably later on this evening. Kemp probably won't be here because he'll probably be in bed. But I might run a little Icarus later just to check out the new DLC to see what it's all about. Just to run some tests. You know, I have a second account on Steam, so I'll log that girl in. I'll make a horse and see if she can take it back to her workshop. She probably won't be able to, but it's a test. I want to try it. You know. So I'll see everybody in the next episodes.
Emergency broadcast system.
So until we meet again, you take care, be safe, have fun, and say your goodbyes.
Bye.
Deanna?
Bye.
All right, bye, guys.